So what if you're a parent and you start to notice that your student doesn't ever get phone calls from other kids? Like, that never happens.
You could push your kid to make those calls. Instead of receiving them, they can deliver them. That might be where it needs to start. Eventually, hopefully, the phone starts ringing. And also, talk to your kid about whether or not your impressions are accurate. Because it's possible you're stuck in the 80s and you're like, yeah, the phone should be ringing. And your kid might be getting text messages and might be communicating via like video game interactions and stuff. They might have a more robust social life than you think, but you're kind of expecting them to be talking on the phone more, and that's not what's going on. Kids communicate differently than we did. And so you might find that your kid has more connections than you realize. Another part of all this that I just want to touch on, it's sort of is introversion and extroversion. That's playing a role in some parents' perspective. I know you might not realize this about me. This might come as a shock, but I'm an extrovert. I'm a big extrovert. One of my sons is a wicked introvert. And I'm like, dude, just talk to people. Like, why aren't you talking to people? He doesn't want to. He's not interested in that. He's got enough. He has enough friends. He has enough social connection. He doesn't feel the need to talk to kids a lot. He's not lonely. He's just alone more than I was when I was a kid. Or he's alone as much as I was when I was a kid, and I was lonely, but he's not. So that could play a role here too. Some of our neurodiverse kids are they kind of dig what's going on in their own head, and they don't need other people to mess that up on.
So as a parent, once you've discovered why your student is having trouble keeping friends or even making friends, how do you have that conversation? That's our next conversation.